It's become a norm in our society that the more women a man sleeps with, the more charisma he has as a man. What I learned is that it does quite the opposite. It detaches you from bonds, it detaches you from relationships and connections. I know this because I experienced this myself. Constantly being in positions and sleeping with several women numbs you because you get so nonchalant and you just stop caring and you treat women in the less pedestal that you once did prior to you obtaining such trait. You don't realize this, but by you not caring, by you being so calm and so used to being in positions like that, you essentially attract more women because you don't treat them how every guy would. You essentially become numb to your feelings and how you respond to emotions when it comes to them. And that's not a good thing because when the right person comes back around or the right person comes into your life, you won't realize it because you're so used to being in positions in which several women tell you one thing, or several women that you've been with clearly want one thing out of you, or you want one thing out of them. And so when a good woman comes around and tells you quite the opposite and tells you how much she loves you and how much she cares about you, you are so numb and you're so detached because you are in positions in which several women, and forgive me how I put this, but open themselves to you in every way possible. And so that one woman that genuinely does care about you, you will miss that opportunity. And you won't realize it until it's too late, until you realize that everything that you've gone through with several women was just not worth it in the end. The more experience you get, the more patterns you start to notice, the more you start picking up on how not all women, but most women think, how they are, why they do things. And then when someone tells you such thing that 20 or 30 other women have told you, you just completely go in denial and don't feel worthy of love. It's with those experiences and it's with those that really shape the way you not only see connections but women. It does have its upsides. Now, most people would say if you are in a position like that, then you shouldn't stress about women because you constantly have your way around. But I feel like after a while, you just completely numb to it. You realize that there's more to life than just hooking up with a girl. And I'm telling you this from personal experience. There's something much more different than being in bed with someone that you genuinely love, them laying on your chest, and them telling you genuinely how much they care about you. But where I'm currently at, I'm in a position in which words are nice and actions are nice. But when it comes deep down to my emotions, I am completely blank. Like, I can like someone, I can genuinely feel love towards someone, and I can feel attraction towards them. But after a while, it's like I've been in the game for too long, in which I know how routines work, I know how patterns work, I know how the mind of a woman thinks. And it's just hard for me to believe anything a woman says because there are always two different sides to a story. Meaning, when a woman tells you something, it can mean two completely different things. It's how you interpret it and it's how they say it. So, if a woman tells you she loves you, you as a man are interpreting that she loves you and she loves everything about you. In her mind, she could be saying, I love you in the sense of like, okay, well, you mean a lot to me and I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, I just love the way you make me feel. And that's what really fucks me up a lot, especially when it comes to meeting new people, especially when it comes to talking stages. And I just end up in a loop in which I'm just hooking up with several women and I'm just unfulfilled within myself. Like, in the moment, it's good, it feels good. You feel like you've bonded, you feel like you've connected with someone. But after that, then you just feel completely not even disgusted with yourself, but numb. Like, you just feel complete numbness within yourself, in which you don't even know how you felt. You don't even know what you felt about it. And I've been in positions in which I've slept with women, and the first thing that comes to my mind is the woman I loved, and how much I wish I wasn't in that situation, and how much I wish I was in a situation in which I was with the other person. And that comes with knowing what's right and what's wrong. To pick up where I left off at, I'm trying to detach myself from that lifestyle because I tend to pick up those habits when I feel incomplete within myself, when I feel insecure within myself, when I feel lonely, and when my testosterone's at its peak. I'm in a position right now where I'm just trying to learn to love myself and appreciate all the small things that I have within myself, all the traits, all my strengths, all my weaknesses, to the point where I don't need that to survive. I don't need that to feel a sense of completeness temporarily because I know that is damaging the way I see things and the way I view things and my relationships over time. And I hope to be in a position in which I have full, not only self control within myself, but completeness and fulfillment within my heart to accept and trust again in a woman, to actually feel things and to not have doubt within my mind. But when I think that, I feel very vulnerable and I feel like I'm letting my guard down. And that's something I hate to feel, especially when I pick up on things that they do, especially like lying or doing something behind my back that I had to find out on my own. those things really fuck me up a lot. Those things really mess with the way I think and see things and lead me to act upon my impulses. I'm not perfect, nor will I ever be. But if I can get one step closer to that person in which I see and envision in the mirror, then I know I'm doing something right. I know that with time, everything will come into fruition. And the plan that God has sent out for me will come into fruition. The goals that I set forth to acquire and will acquire will come into fruition, and everything would have paid off. Feel fulfillment within your heart. Don't let your impulses change the way you see and act upon life. With all that being said, I want to thank you for your time. And if you found this video helpful or useful, I would greatly appreciate you checking out my previous videos in which I talk about similar topics to this one. I myself am in my self improvement journey and would appreciate if you would join me. We are in this together, and it's been a pleasure.